All right, what's up guys? Kevin Moranz here. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. What we're gonna do here is walk through our bike and explain the products that we use, why we use them, the great partners we have, and just explain a little bit about our 2024 KTM 450 SXF that came from Letgo Cycles. So come on in. So this weekend is the Nashville race, which is the St Jude partnership race. That being said, Jordan Sitz, my mechanic, and Sarah Ball came together from Bike Graphix to make the kit look absolutely epic. So very excited for how it came out. They obviously got all the artwork and everything from the kids at St Jude, put it into the kit. Guts Racing stepped up with the seat cover, obviously the pipe from Yoshimura. There's a lot of cool things that made this mesh. Also, we have the St Jude helmet wrap. So this is obviously all branded for St Jude. We're gonna race in this, sign this, and give it up to auction to go back towards St Jude and everything they have going on at the Children's Research Hospital. So that's really cool. However, I want to get into the nitty-gritty of talking about the bike, the parts we have on it, the new partners we have, and everything that goes along into the KMR program this year. So we'll start off from the front and go back. So what we've got this year is Dunlop tires. So we swapped over to Dunlop from Pirelli. We did some testing this off season. I just felt more comfortable on the Dunlops, and that's the way we ended up going. Brian always hooks it up for me. Super good guy. So that we are on the newer style Dunlop tires. When it comes to wheels, we've been Rims Plus. They have provided our wheels for us for the last few years, so super grateful for them. We have Works Connection whole shot device. So this is all stuff that we've ran in the past. We've got Acerbis coming on board with the front number plate, the Raptor plate that they have, and we're on their stands as well. They have a great folding stand that works absolutely amazing in our van and for tight spaces of travel. So that's really cool. Now, getting a little bit farther up, we've got suspension. So we've got WP A-kit forks. We've actually been making a ton of adjustments to these and going softer and softer just because of the new frame. Everything feels a little bit more rigid. That's what we're learning. It's a slow process, but that's what we're learning. Up top, we've got all new ODI handlebars. So we run currently the McGrath bend. We ran the Champ bend to start the year. We've recently changed to the McGrath bend because it's a little lower profile. I've always raced with a close to stock KTM bar bend. After getting on the Honda for SMX and WSX, I really liked the way that felt and the way it turned and everything like that, so we transferred it over to the KTM, and I've struggled all the way through the year. So at St. Louis, we actually went back to a flatter bar bend, and it helped quite a bit to get back on something a little bit flatter, something I can get up on top of a little bit more, just because I'm not a super tall person, 5'9", so having a little bit flatter bar bend was able to get me up and over the bike to get in through some of those tight corners, because a lot of the tracks that we've had this year has been rutted and wet. So ODI grips, as always. We've got some awesome Cerakoted levers here and some other really cool Cerakoted parts from Concept Coating. Absolutely amazing work. If you come around here over by the clutch cover side, so this is all Cerakoted by them. They did our brake calipers, make everything look super professional as well. Obviously, they've had some season on them now, so they're a little bit scratched up, but when they came out, they were looking like brand new. So what we've got here as well is a Rekluse clutch cover. We run the internal Rekluse clutch pack system. So the torque drive clutch pack system is what we run. Obviously, they got us the sweet KMR branded clutch cover, which is super sweet. An additional new thing for us this year is the Yoshimura exhaust system. So we've tested throughout the year between different exhaust systems and Big E. They have absolutely jumped on board and done amazing things for us. They've provided what we needed. Even when we got hurt and we brought Zach Williams in as a fill-in rider, they jumped on board, got him a system, and just took care of us. So there's a lot of really cool partners, including Dirt Tricks, DID, Acerbis, and Yoshimura that all jumped on with the fill-in deal, which was super sweet. So as we continue to move around lowly around the bike, we have some new changes this way as well. So we are now with Dirt Tricks, which is right here. They are our sprocket sponsor, and then we're running DID chains. We also run the DID rims, DID chains. Everything when it comes to the chains and sprocket has changed up for us this year. However, we did keep TM Designworks, so they are our chain guide sponsor, and they have very durable products. So something else that's pretty cool is the actual engine mounts. So when we got onto the 2024 and we're testing, we were kind of paying attention to what the factory KTM boys were doing. We saw some like cut mounts on Sexton's bike. So we actually took the stock mount, cut it out right here, and kind of made our own grinded looking engine mount, and it just didn't look very good. FCP hit us up, they got us some mounts. It felt better, turned a little bit better as well, and obviously looked way better than grinded stock mounts. So FCP was the way to go on that. Raptor pegs, so we're not even supported by them. We just went out and bought the Raptor pegs. So those are what we have on the bike right now. Twin Air is a big part of the program as well. They have our radiator louver covers, and they are also our filters, which is super sweet. And like I said, when it comes to running this is a stock 2024 KTM 450 SXF from Letco Cycles. All it has done to it is the Yoshimura exhaust system, the internal torque drive clutch pack that's dropped in from Rekluse. It's got an ignition, so it's got a Vortex ignition from Twisted, and it's got VP Race Fuel Pro 6 from RWB Fuels. Our stopping power comes from EBC Brakes, so that's a big one too. Down here we have the oversized front rotor, and we have the normal rear rotor on the rear, but they are a massive part of the program as well. So a lot of creative little things that kind of come into this. Also, one thing that we did change over here from stock, we sent these over to ICW and had the plastic cap taken off, put the metal one back on, or the aluminum one back on that's an actual cap instead of being plastic. Just a few things like that. And yeah, we're just kind of playing around with some of the things that we want to change. Very grateful for all of our partners that at least have to do with the bike. And then obviously we got Fly, we've got Canvas on board with the gear, Oakley. Redline Oil is what we run inside of this motorcycle. So they're the ones that keep the engine cool. We run their coolant, we run their chain lube, grease, all things, etc. when it comes to lubrication is provided by Redline Oil. We have some awesome partners that are not obviously when it comes to the bike. It's like air filters delivered. If you guys need any home air filters, Barrier Material Handling, which is actually where Pops works. They're still on board, which is super sweet. Hoyt's Truck Center, which they help us with the rig and the situation when it comes to that. Obviously Champion Tool Storage, when it comes to the box of the rig, the whole reason why this program goes round. Blue Iron Foundation and Shoring as well. They allow us to get from round to round, which is huge. Doors, custom cabinet and trim company. Transition bicycles, they're obviously what we warm up on, what we train on during the week, which is super sweet. Canvas with the gear, like I've already explained, and a lot of other really great people. Oakley, TMI, Motion Pro, Throttle Burst, of course, for keeping all of you entertained with keeping the vlog alive and produced, along with keeping us energized for all of our racing with the all-new Lightning Rod Energy Shop. Alpine Stars, OGIO, and a lot of great people as well. Appreciate you guys tuning in. That's a lap around our bike. And if you would like to get your first and last name on our motorcycle, you guys can join in the Moranz Mafia and actually get your first and last name listed on our race bike on a weekly basis. If you don't want to do that, swing by, donate to the program, sign the bike. It all goes back to the program. It keeps us on the road. So appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.